Okay, in this short video I'm going to take a closer look with you at 3 down jackets that we recommend for Vinson. Mount Vinson in Antarctica. Vinson, of course, is one of the 7 summits, and it's got a reputation for being one of the coldest of the group of the 7 summits to attempt. And of course, because of its latitude, altitude impacts are higher, so it is a very tough expedition. Now let's look at the temperatures. Typically you're going to be, daytime temperatures are in the region of -20 to -30. It can get colder, it can get down to about -40, so you need to be equipped and ready for that. But also, because this is a very, very tough expedition, and you're remote, you're looking at both equipment to be very protective but also light as possible. I'm going to start looking at these jackets by looking at the Denali jacket. The Denali jacket is rated, it's got a typical operating temperature of -38, so it's really well designed for this type of expedition. But the clever part with this jacket is incredibly light. It's less than 800 grams. That's for a size medium. So it's a very lightweight piece of equipment, but very, very warm, and very much the top of the latest lightweight type of approach that we have towards these summits. Let's just have a quick look through it. It's a K series jacket. That means it's designed with 1,000. It's filled with 1,000 fill-power down, and it uses very lightweight fabrics to get these very, very low weights and low volumes when they're packed down. We use these very light fabrics and very high quality down. 1,000 fill-power down is the highest quality down in the world, and it really helps us achieve these very low weights of equipment. So less equipment to pack down into stuff sacks in your rucksacks and so on. So lightweight, this is the lightweight end of jackets suitable. Let's have a quick look at it. It's a full length jacket, comes down onto the hip. It's got cord locks, adjustable cord locks at the bottom to cinch it down to really seal out the cold. It's got adjustable cuff tabs on the sleeve to go under or over a pair of mitts. And it's got a high down-filled fleece-lined collar to really seal out the cold and protect the warmth inside that jacket. It's got a large voluminous hood. It's a helmet-size hood, which has got a wired peak so it can be shaped and really locked down. It's got Velcro at the front there and a chin guard to really seal out the cold around your face. So it's a very large and voluminous hood, and it's got a volume adjuster on the back. We've got 4 sets of pockets on this jacket, 2 at the waist and 2 on the chest, and they're all hand warmer pockets. Now, hand warmer pockets, in this case, they're down-filled hand warmer pockets. So when you put your hand in, it goes underneath down and you get a real warmth there. Now that makes those pockets very, very good for insulation, for both hand warming but also on the chest there for things like a phone or a GPS or anything like that that's battery driven, and you're trying to make sure you get the best life performance you can get out of those batteries. Keeping them warm in an insulated pocket really helps. So those pockets are very accessible but also very useful at stashing that sort of gear. We've got an adjustable waist cord to just pull it in and keep it nice and close fitting around your body and not large and boxy. Right, let's have a look inside. We've got a insulated baffle over the top of the zip, and we've got a long 2-way zip on the front. And then inside we've got 2 sets of pockets here. This one on the right is a water bottle pocket. Simply put in an Nalgene water bottle in that pocket, stop it freezing. And then this pocket is actually another pocket that will take a 1 litre Nalgene water bottle, but it's also zipped and it's a security pocket, so if you wanted to keep anything in there to make sure it's protected, insulated and can't be dropped, it's inside that pocket there. You'll notice that the back of this jacket has got this elastication on the seams there to pull the jacket in around you, and that's simply to get that, to really pull that down and close to you so it drapes closely to your body and gets the best fit, and thereby preventing any cold air spots inside the jacket or air that needs heating up. If you pull the down in and it drapes around you, you get the maximum insulation. Okay, so that's the Denali, and that is the super lightweight approach. you could say. Very, very lightweight piece of equipment. We also have Denali trousers as well, and they again are super lightweight piece of equipment, very easy to put on and take off as you need them in a layering up system. So the Denali, the Denali top and the Denali trousers really are a superb setup. Right, let's go one up and have a look at the Xero jacket. The Xero jacket's been used a great deal on Vinson and of course things like Denali and Everest and so on. It's a full-on expedition jacket, again lightweight focused. It's rated, it's got a typical operating temperature of -40. It's a little bit heavier than the Denali. The Denali jacket is very, very focused on that lightweight, go as light as possible. And of course with down equipment, the lighter you go, the more it compresses down and you have smaller stuff sacks. So it's a double whammy with down equipment. The lighter the jacket, the less weight you have to carry, and the lighter the jacket, the smaller the bulk created, so it's less space in your rucksack, and that of course is at a premium, especially on these sorts of expeditions. So let's have a look at the Xero jacket. It's a full-on expedition jacket. Again, it comes down onto your hips and seals in at the bottom with an elasticated hem. We've got adjustable Velcro cuffs again, and again a down-filled collar to really seal out the cold around your neck. And again we have this large capacity, large volume helmet hood that can be really locked down to seal out nasty conditions. Very protective equipment and very easy to manage. Here again, it's got a volume reducer on the back, adjustable cord around the face and so on. So very, very easy to manage. Now let's have a look at some of the features. We've got 2 pockets on the chest, and those are fleece lined for insulation. And they're very, very large pockets, those. They'll take, you know, if you've got large down mitts and things like that, they will also be easy to stash inside those sorts of pockets. We've also got a couple of D-rings on the front. Now those are to clip mitts on. Some people use a system where they have a cord on the mitt and it clips on to something on your jacket. Well, that's what that D-ring's for. Let's just have a look inside. Now this jacket has got 2 insulated baffles over the zip and a full length 2-way zip on the front of the jacket. And if you just have a look on the inside, we've got 2 drop-in water bottle pockets, very easy to use. 2 litres of water, each one will take a 1 litre Nalgene bottle, so it'll carry 2 litres of water and stop them freezing. Okay, so that is the Xero jacket, and that is the jacket. This jacket has been used a great deal. We've got a lot of clients that have summited Vinson on wearing a Xero jacket. Okay, let's go one warmer. Now, I'm going to go one warmer in terms of warmth of these jackets, simply because some people are very vulnerable to the cold. If, for instance, you've got a very slight build and you really feel the cold, it's worth considering one further up. And here the recommendation would be that you would take the Omega jacket. The Omega is rated at -55, so it's a very, very protective piece of equipment. The Omega's been used for all the 8,000 metre summits, and the Omegas have been used for winter summits as well. And also are regularly used by researchers in Antarctica who may be doing research or photography, and they may have to be in one location exposed to the weather for long periods of a day. So they really need to be in a position where they have clothing that really does protect them from really nasty conditions, and in that situation they're more vulnerable to cooling down, of course. So the Omega is the absolute top end of warmth, and if you're particularly vulnerable to feeling the cold, the Omega is the one that you would look at. Now, well, I'll run through it. I'll give you a quick look at it. The Omega is an unusual jacket because it's a down-filled jacket rated at -55, but it's also shelled in a waterproof shell on top, and the shell is taped waterproof fabric. It's a breathable, a lightweight, windproof, breathable, waterproof membrane that's bonded onto the fabric. So it's a tapeable, breathable shell on the outer there, HS2. And that really protects this jacket in very, very nasty conditions. But let's have a look at it. It's full length jacket, It's got elastic, it comes down onto the hips and it seals down around the hips, elasticated hem, Velcro on the cuffs, and again a high down-filled and fleece covered collar there, just to really seal in around the neck and keep the cold out. And again, a full climber's helmet size hood to really be able to cinch the hood down around your face. It's got a wired peak. It's got adjustable cord around the face. It's got a volume reducer on the back, and these really superb insulated chin area to really give you maximum protection. Again, it's got a storm baffle over the pockets here. Take that Velcro off, and it's got large pockets on the front there, on the chest. Very accessible, but perfect for stashing kit like large volume kit like mitts and so on. Let's just have a look on the inside. We've got double baffle on the front, in waterproof fabric. We've got a map pocket on the front there, that's large enough for a map. And then let's just have a look on the inside. Again, we've got two very large water bottle pockets. That's that essential job of making sure water doesn't freeze, so when you're getting dehydrated you can rehydrate very easily. So important on a big day, isn't it, that you control the hydration at these high altitudes and so on. Okay, so that's the inside, a very, very warm piece of kit. Now, let's have a look. Let's just run through them and look at who would use what. Well, the Omega would certainly be of interest to people that really are vulnerable to the cold, worried about the cold and feel the cold. This is a really very protective piece of equipment, so that the Omega would be of interest in that scenario. Let's just have a look at the Xero. The Xero has been used a great deal by a lot of people doing Vinson. It's relatively lightweight, it's full on expedition, and of course is very, very suitable for the other mountains like Denali and Everest, the other really cold places. So the Xero is a very, very good option. Let's just go to the Denali. The Denali is the lightest of the lot. It's super light. It's less than half of the weight of the Omega, so it's very, very light, and it packs down in a relative way. It packs down very small, so you've gained that advantage of extreme lightweightness. So which one would I take? Well, it's obvious I would take the Denali. It's the lightest of the lot. It's also got an absolutely amazing amount of warmth. It's got a typical operating temperature of -38, and so with that modern fast and light approach, but needing the protection of enough warmth, but using layering techniques, the whole system is ideal. So for me, the Denali is the jacket. All right, cheers.